Good evening, everyone. I am Talia Carter. I am the principal at Fox Elementary, and joining me is Ryan Hansen. She is the principal at Nesbitt School. And so her school is a kindergarten through eighth grade school, and Fox Elementary is a TK through fifth grade school. And so you might already know that not all of the schools in our district have TKs, but they all have kindergartens. And so if you look at the map, you can kind of get a sense that Fox, which is all the way down in this map in the bottom left, has a TK. Cipriani has a TK. And then moving over towards the right, Sandpiper and Redwood Shores also have TK. So if you have an incoming TKer, you would be placed at one of those schools. And then if you have a kindergartner, it's likely your neighborhood school.
Awesome. We're really excited to have all of you. This is a really exciting time, whether you're a new TK family or a new kindergarten family. We welcome you to our district. And just a little bit about us. We are a district of about 4,000 students with just about 500 unduplicated students. That means those students that fall into the category of English language learner or needing free and reduced lunch or foster youth. Bottom line is we're a very diverse district. We are super proud of all the students and families that we serve, and we're really glad that you are joining BRSSD. Next slide. It's also great to know that so many of our schools have award-winning programs. Whatever school you are assigned, it is such a wonderful group of schools that are really receiving accolades for so many of the unique programs that they put in place for their students. Many of our schools are Kent Award winners, which is a really special award that showcases really unique and fun programs that schools implement. Many are Blue Ribbon and California Distinguished Schools, and it's just really wonderful about how much recognition our schools receive. Academics is also a major focus. I think that time and time again, our schools are shining in language arts and mathematics standardized test scores, and that data point is shared on the California dashboard. You can look more into that, but what's important is that that is a focus in all of the schools. Academic kind of rigor and greatness is really highlighted, and you see that in our score reports. And then the most important thing is at every school, there's this real focus from the dedicated teachers and staff. It's about really building not only our students' academics, but who they are as people and developing really strong humans. And we really focus on building strong partnerships with our parent communities, and every school has a place for parents to get involved, give back, and kind of grow with their child. Adopted curriculum is something that's really consistent across all sites in our district. So we have common curriculum for social emotional skills, listening and communication, that fine gross motor, and art and music opportunities happen at all of our schools. We have aligned curriculum for English language arts and math, science and social studies, and also social emotional learning. This is something important. As you transition as a new family for transitional kinder or kindergarten, the schedule is something that's important to know about. Transitional kinder is a half-day program, so school starts at 8:20 in the morning through about 12:20. TK students are provided with lunch before they go to dismissal. And kindergarten students stay a little bit longer. They have classes starting at 8:20 and dismissal is at 1:30. Kindergarten students have lunch on campus. So that's like a big growth opportunity for them. So it is a busy day, but it is also a minimum day for transitional kindergarten. Wednesdays district-wide is minimum day dismissal, but TK kind of always follows that schedule. But for kindergarten families, dismissal on Wednesdays is always at 12:20. Something important for you to know is that our district provides universal meals for all students. That means breakfast and lunch are free for all of our students. Breakfast is part of our instructional day, and food service is in the classroom. And then lunch is provided, and students are free to pick that up. There's menus that are often shared, and students can choose to either bring lunch from home or receive a free lunch from school. So this is something as you're thinking about the skills and readiness kind of opportunities your child will need before entering a transitional kindergarten kind of program. These are some things to think about and that skills that we can start practicing now. So definitely those independent bathroom skills are really important. Making sure they're able to kind of independently access the bathroom, take care of their business is something really important. So working on all that buttoning, snapping, and zipping of clothing, washing their hands, and something that's really important that you might not think of that you can start practicing right now at home is making sure that they can open up all of their snacks. Put those straws in those juice boxes and figure out how to zip up a lunch box is something really important. It gives them confidence and it's a great school skill to have. They're also going to be working on a lot of learning how to follow a group plan in TK, kind of following a routine, lining up, listening to big group directions. And so all of those things are kind of things you can start talking about with your child. And in kindergarten, we really want to make sure kids are kind of coming in with just some skills ready to learn. And our students should be practicing writing their name, starting to recognize and write letters, as well as recognize, count, and write their numbers to 10. It's a really great opportunity at home to start practicing with scissors, kind of holding pencils and pens and working on that grip. And then also, a big part of kindergarten is all about that social play, learning how to take turns, practicing patience, working in a group, sharing toys, taking turns. All of those things are really important skills that they will grow and learn in kindergarten. So we'll kind of transition now. Talia is going to take you through all the logistical stuff that goes with registration for your TK or kindergarten student.
Okay. So you might already have seen this on our website and have already started enrollment. But here's the enrollment timeline for next school year. As I said, it's also available on our website. So you can screenshot it or just check out our website if you need to reference it. Or thank you, Jerome. He also put it into the chat box. Parent Square, you will often hear us at the school site or teachers reference Parent Square because that is our main communications tool for communicating with parents. And so it's an app that we use, which is linked to your email. So when we send a message through Parent Square, you will receive it in your email, but you also have the ability, if you create an account with Parent Square, to log into the app and either message directly back through the app, or you have the choice to respond via your email as well. But if you hear people talking about Parent Square a lot, all that is the messaging app that we use at the district level or at the school site level when we are messaging out to like big groups of people. So once you enroll in the school, you'll start receiving messages from the school and from the district via Parent Square. And the enrollment information for this year is a little bit different than in the past, but if you're new to our district, it'll all be new to you anyway. And so this year we are doing all online enrollment, meaning that you are submitting all that information listed in the bullet points on the bottom online when you register your child. So just making sure that when you sit down to register them, that you have all the needed documentation so that we can correctly process your child into our system, making sure you have your ID, their birth certificate or passport, proof of residency, and then current immunizations. And then if your child has an active IEP or 504, making sure that you upload that as well so we can ensure that we're keeping current with their accommodations. And then if you are unable to register online, it's still not a problem. You can, if you need to, make an appointment and come to our district office if you need to drop off any of that information. And then this is just some additional information, making sure that you're aware that all immunizations must be up to date. once you submit it online, and then a little bit of information in case your child is split between two residencies. You can see that you would need the shared residency affidavit. And I know a lot of incoming families are always curious about what the aftercare options are, especially given that TK and kinder are shorter days. And so you can see that different school sites have different on-site providers, and some school sites might even have some additional ones. So I know you can see at Sandpiper, Champions is available on-site, as well as Sandpiper Youth Club. I know at Fox and Central, the on-site provider is San Carlos Belmont Aftercare, but I know particularly at my site at Fox, um, Footsteps will pick up for TK and Kinder as well and take them to the Barrett Community Center. And if you go to the Fox website, there's some additional third-party providers that also pick up and take students for aftercare. So I would say once you get your assigned school, to check that school website as well, because there might be some other providers not listed here, because what's listed right here are the on-site providers that also provide childcare. And then you can see Footsteps is also provided on site at Cipriani, at Redwood Shores, and at Nesbitt as well. So there is always an on site provider, and then there's likely potentially some other providers that might pick up with a van service and take students off site as well. And then there is something else called the Expanded Learning Opportunities Program. It's sometimes called ELOP, if you happen to have heard that acronym before. And so for certain eligible students, they are offered some after-school enrichment until 5:30 p.m., as well as in the morning as well. And so this is in particular for students who are socioeconomically disadvantaged, or for designated English language learners who would receive a full subsidy for this program. And so if your child qualifies, the school will send you an invitation via email to sign up. So if you think that's something that you possibly could qualify for, just be on the lookout for that email, and it'll provide you with more information about how to sign up. And then your child could enroll for free for that program, and then they can have essentially aftercare provided until 5:30. And then the age eligibility. So we have been on like a rolling back of TK eligibility is particularly what this is. So if you look for next school year, which is the 25 to 26, if your child is turning 4 by September 1st, they are eligible to enter TK next school year. And then for kindergarten, they need to be 5 years old by September 5th. And so if you have a cusp birthday like me, I know sometimes it can be tricky. My birthday was August 29th, and it can be tricky. I was held back. So if anyone has concerns, feel free to reach out to like the site principal or talk to anyone at the district level. I know it can be tricky if your child's like going to be the absolute youngest, but in terms of registering them, they need to for sure be 4 years old by September 1st for TK, or for sure be 5 years old by September 1st for kindergarten. And then some other amazing things that go on in our district is we have amazing parent community that you will become part of, and two wonderful organizations. So we have School Force and our PTA that work together to provide amazing things for our students. To help bridge the gap in funding. And so you'll hear a lot about School Force and all the amazing fundraising that they do to raise money for our students. And so School Force is unique in the sense that the money they raise is raised for the following school year, whereas PTA is a little bit different in that the money that's raised is used for that current school year, and they fund slightly different things. So PTA is for people, no, not.
People and programs.
That's what I was going to say, people in programs, that I thought I was wrong. So people in programs, and School Force is for the other, they do a lot of enrichment, and now I'm blanking on it. Um, but you'll hear a lot more as you enter the district on all the different things that they fundraise for. And then, in addition to you, who is your child's most influential teacher, we would hope to see you on campus volunteering in whatever way is possible. And there's so many different volunteer opportunities across all of our different sites, whether that's being a room parent, popping in one time to offer classroom support, joining your child on a field trip, or helping out with bigger events like book fair or science fair or joining site council. There's so many ways to get involved at the school level or even the district level that we really hope that you will join us and get involved in whatever way that makes sense for your family. And then here's a little bit more about School Force and PTA. So last school year, they raised $3 million that went right back into our schools. And so you can see just some pictures below of amazing things that they helped to fundraise. I know they fundraised to help for a specific like dissection activity in a science class. I know they fundraised to provide robotics activities. So there's so many different things that they're able to bring into our classrooms across the district. So it's really, and thanks to you, all the parents that help to make all these amazing things happen. And then just a little bit about what parents are saying, the amazing community that you are joining. Some parents are saying that our schools are filled with kindness that fosters the whole child. Caring adults support social emotional learning. Others talk about how our community has a common vision for the future, how we have a tradition of excellence, and how our parent community and local support help our children thrive. And I will really echo that last thing. The parent community is really so special. I know I feel so lucky at my school and in the district in general, because I've been at other schools as well in the district. And I will say the parent community is really amazing in this district. And so I know as you come into the district, you'll find new friends and just really appreciate all the camaraderie and just how much the parents really are kind of working together as a community to do what's best for all students. And then if you have any questions going forward, feel free to reach out to Jocelyn in the district office. Right now, she's going to be your best contact until you get your school assignment. So if you have any questions, you can see below is her email, as well as her phone number, and she can help you with any registration questions. And then if anyone has other questions, as Jerome said, feel free to put them in the question and answer box. I mean, I'm happy to stay on and answer questions. I don't know if are we able to hear if people ask questions?
No.
No, okay. I didn't think so. So yeah, if anyone wants to put anything in the question and answer box, we're happy to answer questions. Is it possible to tour schools?
So, one opportunity you will have is when you are assigned your school. I know that there are TK and kindergarten welcome events. So Talia and I worked together at a school together, and we would host kind of play dates where our PTAs would collaborate with our new parents enrolled, and we'd offer play date opportunities for incoming TK and kindergarten, as well as those before school starts meet the teacher events and kind of like playground gathering at the school site so the students feel really comfortable before the first day of school. Also, when you are assigned a school, principals will be leading in the spring their own kind of welcome presentation so that you learn more specifically about the site, the principal, the teachers that your children will be interacting with. So those take place in the spring, but we have to let the registration process happen so your school assignment can be provided to you. And I will say that if you do have questions, please reach out. We are here as a district to help you navigate registering. This is a big moment. You're just starting your journey with us, and we hope that we can answer and support you during this time. And we're really excited for your TK and kindergartner.